consistently worked over and over, and why he thought that would be a good build to use on WhiteRa is that I suspect that his Protoss players didn't block off the ramp on the natural, but WhiteRa, being such a smart player, played so many games, walled off instantly, had a cannon there, and just completely nullified the attack, and he still had one base. Even though he lost his main, he had all these units. It was like, okay, I'm going to wall off on my natural, keep you away from my income while I go and destroy your base, because I know all your units are in mine, and I can just walk freely into yours. And unfortunately for Madfrog, he didn't have gas because he pulled drones off on the extractors in his main, and he wasn't mining from the natural either, that he just didn't have enough gas for Hydras.
Now, we will be jumping to the main stage in just a moment, but I wanted to update you on some of the other results that have come in from Group B, where we have OGS Top, NTT, Action Jesus, and Lucifron. So those results, our top was 1-0 against Action Jesus, Lucifron is 1-0 against NTT, and Action Jesus is 1-0 against NTT. So already NTT not comfortable in the 0-2 position of that group. And we have already seen these 3 games played from Group A. So whatever you do, don't go anywhere. We're going to head down to the main stage, and after a little break, we'll be back with more Group B action.
Hello! So, we're going to have a little bit of a giveaway here now. So, if you want free things here, mouse pad or a headset, go to the man over there, fast! Okay, so now. So you can get ready now. So. Fighting. Okay, now you can go back. Go back to seat. Okay, it was a last minute thing. Okay, anyways, so we're going to have a little bit of interview here. Just a quick thing. When you saw that double hatchery, what was in your mind?
Yeah, I think it's maybe many Zerlings or many roaches. I think Madfrog can use the tactics make fast lair, and after many roach. And you can't push it because it's very dangerous, because if you go to attack him, to hatchery, him make too many units, and I'll push it, lost. Only one way, it's make expand and defense it.
Exactly. So I saw that you did double nexus. So what did you think about? Was it something that you wanted to do, like defensively, and just wait for him to attack?
After I see speed Zerlings, I think him make third hatchery and make a macro game and building Mutalisk. So I prepare push and go pushing him, because I want go before him get Mutalisk. Yeah, but him play very smart, and when I go after my base, him make 2 Nidus and very fast kill my main. But I get 1 extra attack for my units, and it helped me kill all Zerlings. Yeah, and after 1 game, if Madfrog won make 1 defense in Zerlings, him easy kill my army. So I have better upgrades, and it's helped me won this game.
Exactly. So do you have any last words to your dying fans here?
Yeah, thank you all, and see you tomorrow.
Yeah. So we are finishing with the interview. So we're going soon up to the one and only day 9.
I better unmute my mic so you can hear me. Now, of course, I might be the one and only Day 9. I might be a guy that occasionally is known to sit in his room and do a web stream by himself. I love you too.
Laugh to yourself in the room.
But of course, I just want to give a special shout out to a wonderful British friend of mine, the one and only D. Apollo.
Oh, don't make me blush, Day 9.
Oh, I am delighted to be next to the 2nd most attractive man in esports, Madfrog. That's for you, baby. So now we will be going into our next set of games. Let's get a little bit of data on what we are doing. It's going to be Top versus NTT is the first game. Now the thing to note is that NTT is coming into this 0-2 and Top is coming into this as a professional Korean gamer. So it's going to be a lot of pressure for NTT in this first Terran versus Terran.
And there's been a lot of hype about the Korean players coming over here. For people that don't understand, this is the first tournament outside of BlizzCon or WCG that Koreans have actually traveled out to compete against the rest of the world. So this is going to be extremely exciting to see how they do, especially because there's been so much debate about which server is the best. Is it Europe? Is it America? Is it the Koreans? So now we're actually seeing the Koreans come over here and be like, okay, well, we're going to show you how we play. And I was discussing with Madfrog once again behind stage, that handsome nerd he is, that he actually thinks that it's just a clash of styles. Rather than different sections being better than the other or pulling ahead, it's just different styles. And because of how Battle.net works with splitting up the servers, you don't really see clash of styles. And that is what DreamHack, sponsored by SteelSeries, brings us, is the clash of styles. We have American players, we have Korean players, and obviously we have all the European players. So it's going to be really good to see how this is. And NTT isn't, even though he is 0-2, he's not a bad Terran player.
Absolutely. Now, for any of you who didn't know, NTT was a super famous Brood War player in the 1999-2000 era. And I know most of you perhaps were not even born at that point in time. But this is way back when Brood War, quite possibly the most hardcore kick-ass game of all time, just came about. NTT was a beastly Terran player.
Cut off at 110, and then it would be units, putting a ton of pressure on you late game. And he was, like you said, a very good Brood War player, now transferred into StarCraft 2. Unfortunately, though, in this tournament is 0-2 in the group stage, which isn't looking too good for him. But we are going to see OGS Top play.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty cool to see how he plays against NTT.
Yeah, now Top perhaps most famous for his epic game against Fruit Dealer in the very first GSL, where Top seemed to have more Thors than were actually reasonable, but managed to barely lose that series in a very, very sort of kick-ass finish. So he has had the chance to practice quite a bit, again, training for the GSL with Team OGS that does share a house with Team Liquid. So, of course, he has the best from both worlds.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, sorry.
But
please continue. Please continue.
Oh, please.
I don't want to interrupt you.
Excuse me.
Please continue.
Thank you. So, I mean, one thing that is so exciting to me about Top is that he is clearly an extremely strong player, but he's kind of a mystery. People haven't gotten the chance to really see what he is up to. So this is going to be an amazing first chance to really look at his play.
And that's the thing with players who have been playing in the GSL. The way that the Korean players and obviously other GSL members that train is they train for a specific map versus a player. And so you don't really have a huge database of information on OGS Top, for example. So NTT's going into this, obviously he's seen him play in GSL, yes, he knows how he plays in those games, but he doesn't know what he's like, what are his styles like, what can he abuse, what are OGS Top's weaknesses, he doesn't know that, and that's going to be obviously key going into this game.
So, without any further ado, let us go into Game 1 of Group B action today here at DreamHack 2010. Let's just give a cheer for this wonderful tournament, for the great folks at DreamHack who have made this all possible. And here is Game 1 between NTT and OGS Top playing under the ID Raze. The first match will be on Zelnaga Caverns. If you're a fan